I'm going to show you how to merge databases in SPSS. First thing you're going to do is open up your two databases that you'd like to merge. So I have two databases open here, one from 2020, one from 2021. They basically have the same information in them or the same set of variables, but just measured at different time points. The way that merging works is you go to Data, Merge Files, and you get to decide between adding cases or adding variables. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to be adding variables. So that means we're going to take a set of respondents, cases, and adding extra variables to them to essentially have the same individuals with variables measured across two different time points in this data set, for example. Adding cases would be just if there were databases where certain half of your cohort was measured at one time point, the other half is measured at another time point, but it's all measuring the same instruments, and you're going to include them all in the same analysis, you can include them that way. So essentially, the variable fields don't change. You're just adding information from other individuals across those same variables. So let's go to add variables. One of the benefits of having your databases open is that you can just quickly select the databases that you'd like to add. So we're going to merge with this. Then you click Continue. Now you can have a merge method, a one-to-one merge based on file order, a one-to-one merge based on key values, or one-to-many merge. We're going to do the one-to-one merge based on key values. That is, we're going to specify which variable or variables you'd like to merge the fields on, and we're going to stick to a single variable. So we're going to do it pretty basically. Now down here, this tells you all the potential variables that could serve as key variables, and we have a lot. There's a lot of variables here, and that's actually too many. And that should give you warning, because in this case, these variables, when we merge them, are going to have the same names, and that's going to be somewhat of a problem. So to deal with that, we're going to make this a little simpler. We're going to grab all of our variables in this one. We have a lot of variables. Okay. And bring over to Excel. And we're going to add just a suffix onto this. And what we're going to do is just change the variable names, except for our key variable. We're going to leave our key variable, which is going to be teacher ID. We're going to leave that the same. And we're going to basically just concatenate. And then we get our concatenated new variable. So let's drag that down. Now, this will help us, because the reason being is that when we're adding variables, we want to make sure that we know which year our variables are from, so that all of our 2020 variables will not have this suffix, and all of the 2021 variables will have our suffix of _21. So let's just grab those and simply, so we grab over to 2021, highlight all of this, and paste. We're just going to paste over these, and now we have new variable names. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull in anyone from 2020 with data who is also in our 2021 data set. So we've set up our variables so that they have different names. Now, if your variables have different names to begin with, you don't have to do that step. You can simply merge your databases in the steps that we're about to follow. But in the event that you have the same variable names and you want to have, the same case, then you should change your variable names so that each unique variable shows up uniquely in your data set. And so we just did that using the concatenate function in Excel to add this suffix of _21 to indicate that's the 2021 measurement time point. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to data. We're going to merge files. Yeah, we're going to add variables. We're going to take the variables from 2020. We're going to do a one-to-one merge based on key values. Now you see we only have one possible key value we can use. So that's the only variable that's the same in both databases. We selected that purposefully because we know that's the meaningful ID. Now go to variables. Now here, basically this allows you to customize which variables you want to import into your database. Now, some of these we might not particularly care about. If you want all of them, you could just leave it as is and hit OK. And you can see here the notation. If there's an asterisk, it comes into data set 4, which is our 2021 database. If there's a plus symbol, it comes from our 2020 database. And you can see that they're ordered such that we're adding all the 2020 variables after the 2021 variables. This is our basic data set. If we want to exclude some variables, so we think that certain variables are not of interest or they might be the same, we can simply select the ones that we don't care about. So we're going to take these and we can move them over here. And that will simply be excluded from the merge. So let's do that. So we'll exclude those variables. So if we do that, we've got it all set up. We hit OK. And now it merges it. So that's how you do it. And that's how to merge your data sets.